feel like summer has been unusually wet, rainy, gray, rumbly. It hasn't bothered me like it has in the past. It's possible that these days I think that the rain gives me a moment for pause, gives me a moment to not FOMO into things that are happening elsewhere. Guess in a way, I invite this stay in place, whether I'm happy about it. Mr. Grouse and Charlie are settling in. More like Charlie has accepted the fact that the Grouse will bully him and I have to save him.
I think this is the scalpiest brisket I've ever done. I don't know what happened, but I just kind of like kept on slipping. So this is going to be a challenge to cook. I haven't really usually keep a really good fat cap on this. So we'll see how this turns out.
I feel like there's so many decisions to make when you trim, season. It's always too much, too little, keeping to technique. This meat looks a little different than the last one I cooked. Should I remove this? You know, I always get stuck in certain parts again and again. And then when I get lucky and those parts work out, you know, I sometimes remember what I did differently. And I think that is really the key to improving, is every time you get to an end result you don't like, you gotta look at, hey, look, a lot of this did work out, but just try to find that one thing that really bothers you that you can actually figure out that you did wrong and change that one little thing. So I kind of do this as many times as I can. I mean, someone's eating this, so I do it again and again to just try to really work out those kinks. I think here I'm finally doing the pulled pork officially. Is a pork butt for the 4th. Gonna make a big pile of meat. Yes, I'm doing a pulled pork, some spare ribs. So I think this time I went with St. Louis ribs, and yeah, wasn't too happy with the outcome. I like the spare ribs; they give you a little more protection, but it still was great. Yeah, this weekend I didn't have enough time, so I used some good old Lawry's. I also used some Killer Rub. Love that stuff. Lethal. Yes, I went for a little more of the mainstream profiles, if you will, but came out great no matter what. I'm more of salt and pepper, and the rest of the stuff is just for, a little bit of a kick. But salt and pepper really does it for me, and obviously the good meat. Doing this thing where, if you've been following, you've noticed I load up the pit before I start the fire. The idea is to slowly warm up the meat with the fire, so it doesn't just you don't put it in a blasting oven. I think it's been a lot better than last year where I was putting it all in a warm pit. Just a little insight on that. Ham hock, baked beans, you know it. Did some Carolina style wings and some Kansas style wings. Cold smoke them, if you will. No, not really cold smoke, but for chicken, I guess it could be cold smoked. And I'm about to pop them on an open fire to get that last bit of good crisp. I let it run a little over always, but it was delicious. My goal is to have my barbecue shack all black, like the main cabin. Not gonna rush through it. I'll get there when I get there. love cooking for friends. I'm glad you guys get to see this. And I'm just happy that you get to join me on this path of self-discovery. Till next time.